Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready. We're God Can't Party. We're from Massachusetts. I just want to say a little something that's been on my mind since playing. This is my Dan impression, I guess. We started this band just for fun, you know, another goofy summer band. Hey, I'll play drums. Hey, Peter will play guitar. That's amazing. And like it was just one of those fun things that this time actually happened. I think there's about 35 bands listed as former projects that never happened. So
we can name them all.
So I'm real psyched that this really happened, and the more that we play, the more I think about. Sorry to bring this up again, but like the one kid that really would be so down for this and would be playing bass. It seems kind of fitting. At first we just, oh, we don't have a bass player. That's cool. Yeah, but Pete Garland really would be playing bass in this band, and I think about it every day, and I still like it never goes away. So this really helps to be able to play and just like think how excited he would be for this, and like just for you all being here tonight. And I had a few poems I wanted to read, but I'm not going to do that. First I forgot them. Second I thought better of it, and don't want to be too emotional because he really would be want us to have some fun. So we're gonna play and hopefully have some fun. Mosh amongst yourselves. Let's go.
God camp.
How does everything sound? Has anybody seen that?
Sound good? Good.
The name kind of sucks.
Hey, just because you killed at your show the other night doesn't mean you're a comedian here.
What is it?
What? A lot more. Forget it. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
We only have 2 left.
This is the dance number. Before you point it out, we know it sounds like Fugazi, so you don't need to say it.
Don't give it away.
Oh, sorry, it's a secret. It's a puzzle.
We're having it.
You guys ready?
All you need are drums to have a dance. Get that.
Thanks everybody for coming. And thanks Dan and AJ and everyone who's here for having us. And thanks to the 5 other bands that are playing tonight.
Thanks for waiting.
You say 20-minute sets now?
15 maybe.
We're setting the pace.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
You guys have towels in this club?
See if you can guess the gimmick in this last 4th song.
You'll never get it.
It's called Dudes, Where's My Race Car?
Yeah, you can have an imaginary demo. Invisible. Yeah, dude, where's my race?
Dude, Where's My Race Car?
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
Really
shit!
tired.
Fuck yeah, man!
What?
Emily's Sassy Line.
I don't think he
knows it.
Fucking go.
not? I believe it.
Check, check, check. Yo. Today, the name of this band is Zetlan in honor of Pete Zetlan for the fest. Just like to say that I know a lot of you are probably standing out there thinking that, man, it's really lame to play your own fest. And you're probably right, but I mean, Pete wanted to do it, so he's going to play. I mean,
we thought we'd do it just for him.
He wanted to headline today too, but we said, no, Pete, no, you can't do that. That's so lame.
That's Eulcid.
On a serious, our other name for today is Euclid, because it's a good name.
We have a couple.
On a serious note, the only thing we're gonna say about all the tragedy of this past week and all this bullshit is not to say how you should feel about it, but be careful in where you say what you feel about it and who you say it to. It does seem like the time to say, look, fucking America, you look how you act in the world and look what you do and look why people hate us. Let's address these problems. Why does the world hate us? Why are they killing us? Why is America responsible for human loss and all this crap? But right now is a real dangerous time to be out there saying, I wouldn't walk down the street with a poster board saying that. And I know you want to say what you believe and be out there protesting, and I'm all for it. Just be careful, because there's going to be a tremendous backlash. And every cop standing there with a baton is thinking about his family when he sees you, and he does not see a difference between a terrorist, a bomber, and an activist fighting for human rights. So just be careful with what you say and where you say it. And we're going to play now. Thanks to this kid for putting on the festival. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks. Thanks. Anytime, Pete. So we got a couple more for you. I'm shaking up my voice.
It's really nervous.
Dude, where's my race car?
It's coming up.
Fucking Chips Patrol.
Worry about that. Not me.
I see we're going in order.
Yeah.
Some freedom. Alberto. Fucking Tourette syndrome. And they won't stop until the word is out.
everybody.
What's the song called?
Dude, where's my race car?
Where's my race car?
Dude. I just want to thank every band that played this weekend and everybody who came out
And the people that weren't bands, like puppet shows too, they're cool.
and puppet shows and the magic act that didn't happen because Luke was too lazy to tell his brother.
Shut up.
So he would have been the only person to play 4 years along with Dan Pastrana, but this kid's a jerk, so what can you do?
I'm an asshole, sorry.
Okay. My name's AJ, and that's Dan, and we're Anton Bordman from probably 3 miles down. And despite my Freddie Mercurian appearance and Dan's, I guess, Wolf Boy something appearance, there's some important shit that should probably be said or talked about, and I'm sure it has been the whole weekend in little circles. But this whole week has been super weird for everyone, and I spent Tuesday night at a service for a friend I went to college with, and I haven't seen him in a few years since college, so it's not that immediate, but spent Thursday night at another service, Friday night at a wake, and upon leaving the wake, there was people in the streets with candles and waving flags, and God Bless America's on the radio, and I'm getting these weird chills in my back as I'm driving, and I don't know what they are. And God Bless America is kind of hard to swallow when you're not a big believer in God and you're not a big believer in America. But at the same time, before we talk about, like Luke was saying earlier today, before we talk about the injustices of what America has done to other people, I think compassion for people's loss has to come first. And I think everyone here, if they don't know now, they will know soon, knows someone who knows someone they got killed. And going forward, I don't know what we'll do. I know it won't be we as in America. I know it won't be something I approve of, but I don't know, I can understand people wanting to wave something to show support for those that have died, and I wish there was something I could wave besides an American flag. And so I guess it's just in talking with people and in talking with friends and in discussions and that sort of thing, that's where that has to come in, for me anyway. And I think we have a song called BS of America, and it's not really about anything to do with what just happened, but I think the title's appropriate enough. And Pete Zetlan rules.
Word.
Hello.
Yo.
We'll see.
Ready?
We have some lyric sheets if you want to take one and pass them around.
Can you hear the music and drums at all, or just words?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, those words are loud.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks a lot. This is a new song, it has no words. Because we have this policy where we live together and we practice in our basement. And we talk about practicing a lot, but we average about one practice every 3 or 4 weeks, so.
Yeah, new one that I always fuck up the beginning of. It's been about 14 months since the last tin can Fuller Dreams Fest, which was again about 5-6 miles away in North Providence. And a lot's happened in that last year or 14 months. At that fest, I talked about my mom, who was losing one of her best friends to breast cancer. In this past year, she has lost her. My mother's other friend, who was fighting breast cancer, has since gone into remission, and feels awful about walking survivor walks because of my mother's friend. And it's been a year of fucking despair for a whole bunch of people. It seems like just been raining shit, and it's good to see a whole bunch of people together in the same room for 2 or 3 days, and everyone's kind of shitty and smelly, and it's nice to smile, and that sort of thing. And like at the wake and the services I've been going to this past week, I've been seeing kids from college that I haven't seen in 3 years, and it's nice to see them and hug them and that sort of thing. And we should all do that to each other before we go. So that's that. Way down? In practice, I step on this little pedal with like one little knob coming out, and I stepped on it in practice yesterday, and I have a hole in the bottom of my shoe, so I like kind of went in, and I couldn't turn it off, so I had to duct tape my shoe so I don't have any technical difficulties that could be avoided. But this one's called No Class Reunion, and it's kind of about a lot of the kids I've seen recently, but kind of rethinking things, you know. But that's this song. Ready?
So, I spent the past day, if not the past week, thinking about what to say, it's not often that you get the opportunity to talk in front of people, especially about the stuff that this show stands for and is organized for. And I'm pretty fucking bad with words, and I came to the conclusion that I really don't have much to say, except for that this is something very devastating. Whether it's touched your life personally or not, it's something that affects us all. 4 years ago when Pete first did this fest, I had my mother's cousin, her name is Elizabeth. She was at the very end of her life, basically fighting breast cancer. And I'd watched the years leading up to it as she basically deteriorated both physically and emotionally. And it was pretty fucking insane. And then I can't help but think of her all the time, especially when we come together every summer, or now in September or whatever, for this fest. And I don't know, I have an uncle now who is also fighting cancer, and I'm watching him go through chemotherapy, and I'm watching the effects it has on his body and our family and everyone who loves him. And I don't know, it's pretty fucking insane. But the one thing that I keep on going back to is to keep hope. I rode my bike last week in an AIDS ride from Montreal to Portland, Maine, and every now and then I'd be riding and I'd see someone with a shirt that said Positive Peddler on it. And there's about 10 people there who are doing the ride with us, and they're all HIV positive, and they were fucking riding literally for their lives to try to find a vaccine for AIDS. And it just fucking amazes me. It amazes me that what a little bit of hope can do. And I look around to my friends, and like AJ said, this has been a shit fucking year for a lot of us, and it's really easy to just get completely depressed and give up. But then you can look around here and see how many fucking awesome people are here, how much love and compassion and urgency and energy is around us, and we just need to, I guess, take fucking advantage of that and not take it for granted. So this next song has nothing to do with that, but thanks to Pete and thanks for everyone here for keeping that alive. That was the edited version.
That's the Providence art version.
Is that okay? Excuse the pause. Alright, let's get that song next one. Blowing. Alright. Thanks a lot.
Last one.
Last one. This is gonna be our last one. Thanks a lot for watching.
There's 3 more bands, I believe, and it's not late, and no one should go anywhere. I think we might do a lock-in type policy to assure that, and everyone make sure to say hello and thank you and good luck and that sort of thing to Pete Zetlan and Mike Zetlan, and Dr. Z's not here today, but the cops came yesterday and fucking Dr. Z waved his hands and they just disappeared. So he gets fucking, I think he slipped him some Novocaine.
In lieu of selling anything, because that could require us actually doing something and, you know, being a band and playing, writing songs and releasing things, we are selling peanut butter sandwiches in the back. They're very dry, but fuck it. There. This song, really quickly, is about embracing diversity in every aspect of our lives, in every sphere of our lives, because we can only fucking gain from each other, no matter what our differences. And it's about recognizing privilege. And fuck yeah. This song is sung in Spanish. Fuck yeah. Thanks a lot for watching.
So much everyone for coming out to this show and staying around. This is the end of a marathon, 3 days of shows. One clap, that deserves. And I can honestly say that this has been probably one of the best 3 days of my life. To come here after everything that's been going on in our world and just in our lives over the past year is an amazing thing, and to see people here all weekend is just, it's unbelievable to me. It like makes me really feel good about what we have here. So I can't really add much more beyond what AJ said, and I thought AJ said things so eloquently, and I really appreciate his words, so thank you very much to him. I know it's hard to take him seriously when he looks like he's about to break into Bohemian Rhapsody at any moment. One other thing that I did want to mention is that I really want to thank the women at the Hive here. I really don't want that to be overlooked, because they've been here, like they always are, helping people do shows and helping people do events, 13 hours a day the past couple of days or whatever. And I don't know, I really appreciate them taking the time and helping us out and like being so much an integral part of this. This has been the best fest that we've had. So thank you guys very much. Thanks to them very much. And we're going to play a very short set tonight so that no one falls asleep while we're playing.
Second,